Good.
Hi, this is Dan Ansel, Prudential California Realty. Today is Wednesday, March 2nd. Here's what's going on out there. Southern California home sales at lowest level for a January in the past 3 years. So January definitely started off at a very, very slow pace there, statewide there, and especially in the southern part of the state there. Our area, really not any different. Montecito had only 9 sales during January, and I think that's the lowest that I've kept any records of there for a January there. For the Santa Barbara area, it wasn't too bad. It was 113 sales for January, which again is probably actually better than it's been the last couple of years there. You'd have to go back to 2006 before we actually had a better January there. So the interesting things also, there is sort of a bookend of what's happening with pricing there. There's a lot of activity at the lowest segment of the market, which is largely foreclosures and short sales of distressed properties. And then there's actually been really good activity at the highest end of the market, the $1 million plus sales. Those are actually seeing, both ends of the market there are actually seeing really good activity. So it's the stuff in between there that we're seeing some difficulty there. So let me break down a little bit. Since January was so slow, February actually came back really well. In Montecito, there were 20 closed sales in February. There, in the last year and a half, there's only been 1 month that there was actually more closed sales than that, and that was December of 2010. So the year ended and started very good, other than January. For the Santa Barbara area, there was 106 closed sales for January, which again, you have to go back to 2006 to find a January that had more than that. So February seems to be picking up some steam there. And again, even going back to last year, there was federal incentives to help home buyers last year, which don't exist right now. So not as bad as it seems out there, actually. So a couple of headlines to go over here. Cash-only home sales rise in California. They're saying that 31% of all sales in January were all cash transactions. So very, very surprising there. And again, same sort of thing. It's bookending the market. It's the lowest end of the market where people are coming in to buy up foreclosures at the courthouse steps. Those are all cash. And the highest end of the market, the $1 million plus sales, those have been all cash too. 2 reasons why those have been all cash. One, jumbo loans are still very difficult to get. Even people who typically would have been able to get loans all day long in previous economies now don't meet rigid standards for jumbo loans, and there aren't that many lenders actually doing them, so it makes it somewhat difficult. And secondly, we're seeing some people start to get into the market in terms of more long-term savvy real estate investors buying them for personal use there, but seeing real estate as a good place to park money again, which we haven't been seeing that for quite a while. What that means is we're seeing people do second homes and properties that they're not something other than their primary residence and paying cash. Reason being, selection is really good and prices are down 30-40% from the peaks there. So it makes for a very good combination. I guess another reason would be lack of good alternatives in terms of places to put your money. So that's what's going on out there. Again, Southern California, number of sales, January really not very good. Our January not great, but February starting off really, really good there in terms of closed sales there. So again, it seems to be carrying the momentum that 2010 ended with, which was a really good, strong December. And then also, it looks like even November and October were very, very strong months there. So in fact, looking at it, at least for Montecito, July, August, September, October, November, December, and February, everything but January was good. There was at least 17 closed sales in each of those months there. If you look at the previous 8 months before that, there wasn't a single month that had 17 closed sales. So it seems that the worst is behind us in terms of activity. So that's the good news out there. That's all for now.